Okay, so the night before bleaching, my first step was removing my braids and detangling my hair. I used coconut oil to protect my hair because before bleaching, you want to have something to act as a barrier against the harsh effects of bleach. I've heard that putting it on right before isn't really going to protect much, and also, it's best that you're doing this on dirty hair. People that usually try to wait at least 3 days after their last wash. Putting bleach on freshly washed hair leaves it vulnerable because your hair oils aren't there to help. And after detangling all of this, I parted my hair into about 8 sections because separations makes the whole process a lot easier. The ratio of bleach powder to developer should be 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2, but I just eyeball. Your aim should be a smooth consistency, you don't want clumps. Add in the developer slowly as you're mixing to prevent a bunch of powder flying all over, and make sure you're in a well ventilated area. I have a fan on and the window is open. I'm using the 30 developer for the bleach and the 20 later on for when I tone. After fully mixing the powder and developer, you add in the ion booster step 1, which will help to protect your hair. The directions are to mix half a vial into 4 ounces, but I just add in half or more depending on how much I make. As an added note, don't use 40 developers, especially if it's your first time. It's recommended that only professionals use that strong of a developer. Also, don't use a metal mixing brush because in most cases that'll mess with the bleach and you won't achieve your desired result. I prefer to use the quick blue bleach because you can leave it on for a long time, and as you've noticed, when I made the mix it was a light purple, which helps to eliminate warm tones as you bleach. My glove broke, so I ended up having to use 2 different ones. When bleaching, you should do your roots and the top of your head last because the heat from your head will cause them to lift the fastest, and that can cause you to have uneven results. It's best to leave about an inch of space when you're bleaching the roots, but since I'm just touching up, I'm also bleaching them. Bleaching is a very stressful process for your hair, and if you're lazy and don't follow directions too well, you can end up with all kinds of bad results. In the end, it's usually best to go to a professional. You want to make sure you're taking steps ahead of time as well as after to protect your hair. Moisturizing and protein adding treatments are crucial. Blonde hair is dry and it's going to require more care. If you're lax, it's going to suffer. Also, if you have hair that has already been lightened, you want to make sure that you're avoiding getting bleach on there because you don't want it to become overprocessed and damaged.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he describes by creating an imaginary picture.
What you're looking for if you're going for platinum or some kind of light color is yellow or orange tones when you're finished with the bleaching process. You'll see what that looks like later on. Now I'm just touching up on spots that I might have missed, trying to make sure that everything gets processed, and I add a plastic bag to make that go faster, and I'll leave it on for about 40 minutes. I'm going to shampoo my hair with the Isoplus and then use conditioner and then the treatment mask. If you're going to bleach again, professionals recommend waiting a month, but I did it the next day. I used the LOC liquid oil cream method on my hair, and I added in coconut oil and put my hair in twists with a bag over my head overnight to allow my hair to have some form of protection before I bleached it again. Now I'm doing the process over, but I'm starting with the spots I hadn't quite gotten the first time, as well as doing the opposite direction of the day before to make everything more even.
mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper that Sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer. Night breezes seem to whisper that you. Dream a little dream
This last time, I don't cover my hair with the bag because everything is already pretty light and it's not going to need much more time. I leave this on for about 5-10 minutes and then I wash it out.
Dream a little dreamer.
As you can see, all of my hair pretty much looks blonde, so that's a pretty good indication for me to stop. I forgot to add the toner mixing video, but what I did was put the whole T18 bottle into the bowl, and then I used that empty bowl to pour the 20 developer 2 times because the ratio is 1 of the toner to 2 of the developer. While I'm applying this, I'm making faces because the mixture is very strong, so you really want to make sure that you have some ventilation going because it's very strong. The toner is meant to be left on up to 30 minutes. Its purpose is to eliminate the orange and yellow tones in your hair, making it appear in overall cooler color. When you see your hair turning purple, that's how you know it's working. If your hair is not a light enough tone, the toner won't work, so I recommend buying a lower number as well just in case, which is why I have the T14. I get all my products from Sally Beauty, so I recommend asking the workers there for help with what you're going for. The blonde may hold on to the purple, so if your hair has a somewhat lavender color after you wash it out, that's normal and it will fade with time. So I washed my hair with the Shimmer Brilliance shampoo, and the toner as well as the shampoo did leave some purple on my hair, but as I said, that's going to fade with time. What I'm going to do in about a month is go over this again with a bleach wash to get rid of the lighter tones, but this is the end result.
When you speak, angel, sing from above. Everyday word seems turning into love song.